true that he claimed asylum while he was here?
I cannot.
Can you tell us how many international students do claim asylum while they're here on student visas?
There's a growing number, Mercedes, and it's frankly quite alarming, given the volumes of people that come to this country, in theory, with the proper financial capacity to live and to pay their tuition fees, which are 4 times what Canadians pay. But it's becoming an alarming trend. We see that it happens often within the first year of the time they're here. I would say often for less valid reasons than others, notably to drop the tuition fee down to Canadian rates. There's some opportunism that's being used and exploited there. It goes to the point that I've been making to universities, colleges, to make sure that their recruiting practices are better, that they make sure that the type of people that we are attracting under what should be a world-class student visa program is one where people don't turn around and, after they've paid all sorts of money to come here and claim asylum. This is a program that was aimed at international excellence and not a backdoor entry into Canada for whatever reason. And that's, part and parcel of the reforms that I've been doing over the better part of the year to make sure that we have a better international student visa system, including detecting fraud at the outset, which is immensely critical, but also looking at the timeline and making sure that of stay that students are here and making sure that they are properly accompanied by the institutions that take so much money from them and in theory are supposed to give them the best education in the world, but looking at the after effects of that and how that impacts the Canadian economy, and less on that short-term gain than more looking at the impact and the long-term pain that this has created, including the burden of making false or less credible asylum claims.
Hello people, welcome to Choco Millionaire. In this video, I will be discussing or going through a data that just came out revealing how many international students who got study permits and came to Canada but sought asylum. So I have the data here. This was published about 6 days ago, so I'm reading it as well in the Toronto Star. Okay, so you can see here, that is a headline right here. More international students are seeking asylum in Canada, numbers reveal. So I will be going through the number, and I'll also be going through the one on the screen right there. So the number of international students who seek asylum in Canada has more than doubled in the past 5 years. That is from 2018, according to the government data obtained under an access to information request. All right. Before we go into more details, I'd like to state that I'm not an immigration expert, not a lawyer, not an immigration consultant. Whatever information I'm sharing is information that you can also find publicly online. I'm only running my personal opinion on this, so make sure you do not take my opinion here as information coming from an expert here on immigration. All right? Okay, thank you there. The number of refugee claims made by study permits holders has gone up by 2.7 times to 4,880 cases. Last year, from 1,835 in 2018, as the international student population also surged by approximately 1.4 times to 807,750. All right, and that is a number that went up from 567,065 in the same period. Over the 5 years, a total of 15,935 international students filed refugee claims in the country, which is Canada. So let me go through the data. The asylum data showed 8 of the top 10 post-secondary institutions where the highest refugee claimant numbers came from Ontario colleges. So 8 of the top 10 institutions where the highest number of international students who are seeking protection in Canada are from Ontario colleges. So this means that other provinces are not posting this kind of numbers like that, all right? Seneca College topped the list with a total of 695 of its international students seeking protection in Canada between 2018 and 2022. So on the screen there, what you're watching right now is a breakdown of the numbers there. The number of asylum claims made by applicants with study permits by DLI, which is Designated Learning Institution. So on the first column there, on the first row there, you are seeing the names of institutions or the Designated Learning Institutions. And then on the other four rows there, you are seeing the years and then the number of people who sought asylum. So the first one, that based on what I just read from Toronto Stars, you're seeing that Seneca College posted from 2018. Okay, Seneca College in 2018 had 55 of its international students seeking asylum. In 2019, that more than doubled to 120 international students from Seneca College. Then in 2020, it dropped by just 10, from 120 to 110 international students seeking asylum. And then it stayed pretty flat, 115 in 2021. But this year, 2022, it actually rose to 290, which is also more than double. So when you look at the numbers there from Seneca, in total, they have 695 international students seeking asylum. Then Niagara College also started in 2018 with just 25 students seeking asylum. And then in 2019, 95. And then you can see that by 2022, it also rose up to quite a high number there, 170. Centennial College also eventually started at 45, but then eventually rose up to 165. All right, and then we have the only university from Quebec, Université du Québec à Trois-Rivières, started off at 25 people seeking asylum, international students seeking asylum in 2018. Then the following year, 2019, 35. Then that doubled to 60 in 2020. Then 125 of them sought asylum in 2021. And then that also went up to 190. Fanshawe College is right there. We also have Humber College as well, posting about 320 students seeking asylum in total. Then we have Conestoga College as well. And then we have University Canada West in British Columbia. Then we have Sheridan College as well. And then we have Cape Breton University, a total of 250 students seeking asylum. I'm pretty sure if we take this up, we'll get to see the other colleges there as well. York University also has a total of 250 people seeking asylum in the last, from 2018 to 2022. We have University of Prince Edward Island as well, a total of 230. And then we have College La Cité, City College, also a total of 225 people. Laurentian University, and then Algonquin College in Ottawa, total of 200 of them. Now, what we can conclude from here is that this number, the number of students who are seeking asylum from the overall population of international students, just around the 1% mark, as the data breakdown from Toronto Star.